Hi everybody, my name's Bernard and I'm going to give you an overview of Knoxtri, the door knocking app, and its features and benefits today. So when you open the app, it's going to appear in your browser, and what you're going to do is type your name in, and then every time you come back, it's going to give you a welcome message and remember who you are. So I'm going to click the green button and enter. And as you can see, we have no data as of yet because we've not put anything in. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a campaign, an area and some streets, and then we're going to begin knocking. So the first thing we want to do, in the bottom menu on the right hand side, you'll see a little cogwheel that says setup. If we tap on that and then we go to the left, we'll see the folder called campaigns, and we're going to promote, let's say, broadband. Okay, and every time we make a sale, we get £25, and then we can just click on add, and as you can see, we've created our broadband campaign. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create an area. So we're going to tap on the blue button and we're going to create an area. So obviously this is all fictitious, so made up a state. Here we go. We're going to select our campaign. We've opted for the broadband at £25, and we have an option to put some notes into the area. So this could be anything. It could be details about the team you're working with. It could be something to do with what's happening with broadband in that area. But you've just got the options in there, guys, to put what you want. So we create the area, and then we tap on it, and we now want to add some streets. So as you can see at the top, it says made up estate, which is our area. Then it's telling us that we're doing the broadband. We're going to click on our street now, and we're going to create a street. So let's say we opt to knock on a road called the High Road, and we can put the postcode in there. And we've done that, and now we're going to select the doors we want to knock. So we can opt to part knock a road, so that's really handy. You know, when you've got a really long road and you want to knock it in sections, you might want to knock doors 1 to 100 to get going. It could be that there's only a certain number of houses on the road, or a certain section of houses on the road, that qualify for you to knock them. So what we would do is, just so you can see how that feature works, we're going to click on part knock, and we're going to say that we are knocking from numbers 42 to 80. We've already done numbers 2 to 40, and then we are going to include all the even numbers only. So if you see here on this little pop-up, we can do odd only, even only, or we can do all the numbers. But we're just gonna say we want to knock the evens. And again, we can make notes against this street. So anything that you feel is important to record about that street, you can put that there. But once we click on add street, we've now got our street showing. And if we tap on it, it opens up what we call a knock plan. Okay, so we're gonna click on start lap. And what will happen is we can record our knocks really easy. So let me show you how easy this is and some of the really cool features on here. Okay, so number 42, as soon as we touch it, a panel pops up and we have what are called outcomes show up. So number 42, no answer, we just click that. Number 44 is the same. We get to number 46 and they've got a big window with a sign in that says no cold callers. We tap that outcome. Number 48 says they're not interested, they're outside. We have a chat with them while they're washing their car. They shoo us away, that happens, right? And we just keep going along. This one's empty. We find somebody who's an existing customer, shall we say, and it might be one of my personal customers. I may have knocked this door 2 years ago, or it could be a company customer, but I have the option to choose there. So it's a guy called George, and just for my reference, I'm making notes about George, and it could be George is interested in updating his broadband with us, so wants new speed, or wants higher speed, there you go. And George has asked me to come back because he's just off to work, so he's asked me to come back tomorrow, and he is available at 12:30. Okay, so we click that, and then we save him his schedule, and you can see now number 54, where George lives, has been highlighted as a lead, and if I tap on it, it's going to show me his details, so I can go in there and log a further conversation with George. All right, we get to number 56, and they actually become a customer. So the sale value was, I made, was it £25 I said for this campaign? And the order number, I'm just going to use the system order number that my company generates when I do a sale. And this time the lady is called Mrs. Jones. And again, I've made a note of her phone number. Okay, and I'm going to say took full fibre. Wish I could spell. Shocking, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Right, 500. Okay, and then I'm going to save that cell. So if you notice now, that square has got a gold star on it, green background, so it's easily identifiable. And we just keep knocking, and we keep going along, and we get some not interested, no cold callers. And then we come across a house where we speak to somebody and they say, my dad's genuinely looking for something at the moment. He's not in, can you come back? So we call that a follow-up. So we're going to go back and we're going to go and speak to Mr. James. And we don't have his phone number this time, but we could put, look, spoke to son, dad looking to swap. Okay, and again, we could just do that later on today, couldn't we? So we could put today's date. Dad gets home from work at 4 o'clock. So we're going to go there at 4:30, give him a chance to get in, grab a cup of tea, have a shower, whatever. So we're going to save and schedule that one as well. And again, you can see the icons being updated. All right, so we finish our street and we just keep tapping the doors till we get to the end. And now that street's done. If you look, it's told us that we've knocked 20, we got one sale and we've made £25. So we're going to have a look at where those leads and follow-ups are sitting in a minute. But I want to show you a really cool feature with this system. So with Knoxtri, you can actually lap a road. You can add a lap, which means you can knock it again. So let's say that tomorrow you want to come back and try and catch all those people who are not at home. We're going to click on add a lap, and straight away what it's done, it's going to remove, if we go back to lap one, look, number 48, 62 and 64, it's going to take them out there because they already said that they weren't interested. The only thing it's going to leave in there is any follow-ups and leads and customers, so we can quickly see what's going on with those guys. All right, and again, we can continue to knock with the houses that are there. Now the leads that we've generated, if we go to the bottom of the screen, you'll see there's a menu item called contacts. If we go in there, and we can see all our leads in there. Look, we can see Mr. James today at 4:30, and we can see George 7th of July at 12:30. And again, we can make notes against them, okay? And at the top of the page, you'll see leads and customers. If we go over to customers, we've got another Mr. Jones. I think I used that name twice, who has become a customer. And again, if we want to, we can make notes. So it could be that we agree that we're going to go back and help him connect his tablet and his phone to the new broadband. All right, so we've got all those follow-up capabilities in there, guys. And let's say we go and see Mr. James and we have more than one conversation. We can log those conversations and the next follow-up dates there. We can also convert him into a sale, look, by clicking on the convert to sale. So we'll do that now, look. And what would happen is we'd put our £25 in there, the order number and any notes, and it will move Mr. James into the customer file over here. All right, so what other cool functions have we got within Knoxtri? Well, you can measure your performance. So we have a value that we call not worth. A bit of a psychological mind game, but it's definitely one worth playing. So it's basically, we've not 24 doors, we've got one sale, it's £25. So if we go £25 divided by 24, essentially each door is worth £1.04 at the moment. So what that means is every time I knock, I can say to myself, okay, I'm earning £1.04 no matter the outcome. And there's all sorts of other useful stats on there. There's an earning goals calculator, and lots of ways that you can encourage yourself and track what's going on. We've also got features where you can back up and restore, so you can download all your data. So that's handy. You can export your data into a spreadsheet using the CSV file, or you can do a full backup where you download the data so that if anything happens to your phone, you've still got it. If I click on that, look, I've got an option to email it, WhatsApp the file to myself, or send it into notes. And also I can re-import, look, once I open the app again, there's an option to re-import the data and put it back in there. So guys, this really is an end-to-end system. As you come on the dashboard every morning, it will tell you what lead follow-ups you've got, what customer follow-ups you've got, and you can access your current area that you're knocking, and you can add streets. So really, really simple to use. It really is a no-brainer. Like I say, I created it for myself because I've knocked thousands of doors, and I just wanted to do something that would make me really efficient and effective. So hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you on the inside.